Hey, so the first time I recorded and released this, people kept saying, "This isn't brutal, are you crazy?" So the intro here is just, I mean, yes, it is brutal. Why would I bother making a video if it wasn't? It's just dumb. The reason this looks so easy is because I had to play through this mission like 10 times before I could beat it. It's a really hard mission if you don't know, the right thing. I had to try a bunch of different strategies to get this right. But once you figure out exactly what needs to be done, it's actually very easy to do. So actually, I tried it lots of times and I couldn't beat it. I couldn't figure out how to do it. So I realized that the problem was that you can't beat both the air troops and the ground troops if beating the ground troops takes all your attention. Because in order to beat the air troops with mind control towers, you have to basically devote all of your attention to mind control towers. So what I did was I reloaded my campaign from several missions back so that I'd have extra money, and I bought the techs that allow you to have 6 Marines in your bunker instead of 4, and allow your bunkers to auto-repair themselves if they drop below 50% health, and there's one that gives your bunkers plus 150 hit points, and one that gives your bunkers plus range. I mean, plus range is awesome because they hit the whatever those things are called, that fling broodlords, yeah. Another important thing is that you start with 3 battlecruisers, and the first several times I tried this mission, I was just kind of making them fight up where they start, and they would eventually die, and I'd be like, well, that was kind of stupid. But I realized that one of the things that makes this mission so complicated is that you have things coming from the right, from the left, from the artifact, and on your base. But if you put 2 battlecruisers in your base, then you never have to look at your base. Because all that spawns down there is 2 mutas and a broodlord, then 2 mutas and a broodlord, then 2 mutas and a broodlord, and your battlecruisers can easily kill 2 mutas and a broodlord, especially if you have the tech that makes them auto-repair themselves, and if you keep a couple of Marines on patrol and auto-repair down there to fix them up after they fight. Patrol and auto-repair is an important feature in the entire thing for SCVs. The reason that I put them on patrol isn't so that they'll move back and forth, though that is an interesting side effect. It's so that they don't show up on the idle SCV tracker. And that's something I do when playing multiplayer as well. If you know you want to keep this SCV near that bunker so that he'll repair it when it gets damaged, and you don't want him to show up as an idle SCV all the time, because then you'll never click the idle SCV button, because it'll take you to places you don't want to go. So if you put him on patrol, he doesn't count as idle. He counts as, doing his job. So, yeah. The center. At one point I was building lots of bunkers up on the around the artifact to protect from the ground guys coming in and to protect from the air guys coming in. And then I realized if you just make only mind control towers on the artifact, you can mind control all of the incoming attacks to there, because all of the incoming attacks are air-based. And if the broodlords have nothing at the edge to shoot at, then they'll walk all the way up to the artifact, and then they're in range of your mind control towers. So I just put a bunch of mind control towers in the center and nothing else, and then mind control anything that goes to the center. On each of the sides, all you need is like 3 bunkers, and you can handle all the ground without even looking at it. You put 2 tanks and 3 to 5 bunkers on both sides, and then you don't even have to watch them, because the only thing that will kill these bunkers is the ultralisks, which don't happen until the end, and a large group of ground mixed with a large group of air, because air stacks, and so they can really get on top of the bunker and destroy it. But so one of the things I tried after I'd gotten these techs that made my bunkers really buff was I actually beat it doing this, which was mind controlling all the roaches and all the hydras and all the air. But the problem is that I beat it just barely, and that's not very fun to watch. So I wanted to start it again and do it where I just totally destroyed the crap out of the whole map. And the best way to do that is to ignore all of the hydras and roaches and overlords and what are those detecty things, and only mind control broodlords and mutas, nothing else. And that also makes it so much less hectic, because you see how on the minimap right now it's pinging the northern defense and saying, oh, you're being attacked in the north, and I don't even look. It doesn't even matter, because your defense will not fall. And that's probably what made so many people say this isn't brutal. Like, how come you're not losing your defense? Well, when bunkers auto-repair themselves and have 6 Marines in them, they can kill pretty much anything on the ground. So yeah, as you saw, a bunch of stuff comes in the middle and you can just mind control it. And you're slowly building up this army so that if you... another problem that I had without using mind control was that you get to 200 unit space, and that's not enough, you know? Like, you can't make more than 200 unit space, and 200 unit space of Marines and tanks and battle cruisers and stuff can't really kill Kerrigan when she comes, because she can just one-shot battle cruisers, and you know, she spawns with a bunch of really cool Hydralisks, and at the same time you have the, whatever it's called, the monolith, or whatever, that big giant flying thing that spawns broodlords and mutas. So yeah, mind control is totally key, and it really makes this an embarrassingly easy mission, which is a shame because it's so hard until you figure that out. I'm sure it would take me several more tries to figure out how to beat it without mind control towers, but I'm not going to bother because this is pretty cool. I don't know. So it really, once you've gotten like 5 towers on the left, 5 on the right, 2 in your base, the battle cruisers in your base, and as many as you can build in the middle, all you're doing is replacing things that die. You replace bunkers when they die, you make more Marines when your Marines die, constantly build SCVs, and keep your SCVs will die a lot on Brutal. On Hard, the enemy doesn't target your SCVs, but on Brutal, they'll just come and kill them all. So you constantly have to throw a couple more SCVs to the right and left. But I've noticed that if you have your SCVs behind your bunkers and enough bunkers up, that they tend not to actually go kill them. The mutas will, but you're mind controlling the mutas, so you don't have to worry about that. I don't know what to say, because that's really it. You're just repeating that over and over and over and over. So one thing to notice is that getting 6 Marines instead of 4 in a bunker and having your bunker auto-repair is so crucial to this mission that why not, those are some of the first techs that you get available. Why not get those right at the earliest missions? And that makes a lot of the missions a lot easier, is having kick-ass bunkers. Because one of the things that the missions tend to do to make things harder is send an attack at your base while you're attacking their base, and hope to catch you off guard. But if you can build 1 bunker instead of 3, and just keep a couple SCVs patrolling behind it, that makes everything light. So Kerrigan was a big problem also when I was trying to make Terran troops instead of using mutalisks. But she gets destroyed by mutas and broodlords, especially broodlords, because they surround her so she can't move and she can't, attack them. And sure, she gets that like Stormish type thing that will kill a big area of stuff, but your mutas fly, they can just move out of it. Another thing that I didn't actually realize myself, I read about this and it turns out to be genius, is not to kill the big thing that spawns air, because if you have enough mind control towers on the artifact, then he's just spawning things for you to mind control, so your army grows, even bigger. So he gave me a lot of problems when I was trying to make enough Vikings to go in and take him down, because you can sacrifice like 70 unit space of Vikings and just barely kill him, but now you've got no army, so you lose. So yeah, just mind controlling what he spits out at you makes it so easy, you can just ignore him. I know one of the achievements is to kill more than 150 guys with a blast from the artifact, and in this video I don't use the artifact at all, just because I wanted to show how easy it is when you do things with this strategy. But if you were trying for that achievement, of course, just wait until a bunch of stuff spawns and blow them up. Easy peasy. I guess I'm going to stop talking now because there's nothing left to say, so have fun.